Hare Krishna. So Krishna is describing about chanting the holy names while doing various activities. And specifically he spoke about Om Tat Sat. Now we have seen in detail how Krishna is explained about Om. Now let's see something in detail about Tat in Shloka number 25. Tad ityanyabhisandhaya phalam yajya tapah kriyaha dana kriyascha vividhaha kriyante moksha kangshibihi. So here Krishna is saying anabhisandhaya phalam, without desiring for the fruitive results. Yajya tapaha kriyaha dana kriyascha vividaha. So one should do what? One should perform various kinds of yajna, sacrifice, tapaha, austerity, dana, charity. And when all these are done, how should one do all these activities? Tad iti. With all these activities, one should chant the word Tat. And then, Kriyante mokshakangshibihi. And all these activities are done for, all these transcendental activities are done for what? Here it is given. To get free from material entanglement. Mokshakangshibihi. So, very nice shloka and very nice understanding that is given. So we understood about Om. Now let's understand about Tat. So when these different holy names are chanted, we understood that when we chant the holy names of the Lord, so at that time all the shortcomings which are there, those are taken care of in those activities. Because as human beings, we will surely commit some or the other mistake here and there. Maybe the hints which are chanted, pronunciation might be wrong. Maybe the ingredients that we are putting in the fire sacrifice or any other activity, maybe that might be impure. Maybe our clothes might have got impure. Something or the other will be there. Because this material world which is contaminated and we are part of it, so it's natural to get some contamination. So when we chant the holy names, when we do kirtan, so what happens? These shortcomings are taken care. Here specifically Krishna is talking about the word Tat. Now here it is said, to be elevated to the spiritual position, one should not act for any material gain. See, when people say that one shouldn't have desires, now we have heard many times people say one shouldn't have desires. See, there cannot be any state of our existence where we'll become desireless. Not possible. We should have some or the other desire. Desire to become desireless is also desire only, no? So desire will be there. So what is this process of bhakti doing? This process of bhakti is transforming all our material desires and it is making it spiritual desires. So when all our desires are spiritual, so we can say, yes, we are free from the material desires or free from any material gain, aspiration for any material gain. And see, it's a fact. In this material world, everything is temporary. It's ashashvatam. Ashashvatam. Everything is temporary, non-permanent. So whatever we get, we are going to lose it anyways. Obviously, to whatever is needed to keep the body and soul together, we should do. But then, endeavoring so much that all the time is just invested to get something material is actually a very, very, very unintelligent thing. Such a person cannot be called as intelligent. No. Because all his time and energy and money and everything that he is investing in is for something temporary, something material, which is going to go away with time. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, next year. If not all this, then surely at the time of death. So one should be very intelligent and think, what is going to remain with me permanently? And that is the spiritual credits, Sukruti. And how will I get spiritual credits? For sure not doing by material activities. We have to do spiritual activities. So when we do spiritual activities, when we hanker for something spiritual, like I want to attain Krishna, I want to get taste in the holy name, I want to get taste in reading Bhagavad-gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, I want to get the taste in serving the Vaishnavas. When we have all these desires, these are called as desires or at the platform of transcendence or spiritual desires. So when we have such desires, and when Krishna fulfills those desires, such things will remain with us forever. So here it is said that one should be hankering to be elevated to spiritual position, not hanker for something material. So now having this thing back of the mind that I don't want anything material, I'm not hankering for material gain, then it is said, then the acts should be performed for the ultimate gain of being transferred to the spiritual kingdom back home, back to Godhead. So when this word Tat is chanted, it is given very nicely that it is very, very powerful and it infuses the desire for liberation. And here specifically, now we are talking about the ultimate gain. All our activities that we are doing is for what? To go back to Krishna, to serve Him eternally. That's what we are doing, all these activities. We are not interested to go to heavenly planet and enjoy there. And we are not interested to settle in this world also. So what are we interested in? We are interested to go back home, back to Godhead, to Goloka Vrindavana and serve Krishna eternally. So when we chant the holy names, here the word Tat is mentioned, but in general when we chant the holy names of the Lord, we will get purified, and in that purified state, the desire to go back home, back to Godhead will be intense. That's what is the difference between a sadhaka like us and pure devotees like Srila Prabhupada. They have intense desire to serve Krishna, intense desire to attain Krishna. For us, sometimes it is a little bit intense and sometimes it is sluggish. It is just there. Or sometimes not there also. So that is the difference. But when we keep chanting the holy names of the Lord, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So when we chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra and do various devotional activities, which I mentioned, what happens? We'll get purified, and in that purified state, we will get that intense desire. Firstly, we have to cultivate the desire, and then when we become pure, the desire becomes even more intense to go back home, back to Godhead. And anyone who has got this intense desire, that person is a very, very wealthy person. We should catch hold of that person and get some donation. Get some donation of intense desire. So in this way, Krishna has described about Tat. Now let's try to understand about the third word. So Om, Tat and Sat. So let's try to understand about the word Sat in the next video. Hare Krishna.